Charles Nolan and Langhorne scope of work is going to be some trimming and a mulch install. So starting in the front here, so bed prep, bed cleanup, weeding, typical stuff, and then mulch. No trimming to that, you can leave it alone. If these have fallen off by the time we come out and it's just green, you can even cut these back a little bit. But if they're still bloomed like this, I wouldn't cut them back. The only thing I might cut back is some of these right here that are like overhanging the driveway. But I would pretty much leave the rest alone. It's getting a little too late to trim them, like I said, unless by the time you come out these are all like falling off and it's just greens, and then you want to snip them back a little bit. That's cool. Nothing over there. Got weeding around that bed, clean up, no trimming or anything, edge it, mulch it, and then the whole front bed here, pretty self-explanatory, but weed it out, clean it up, mulch it. And the only other trimming that you would do is these 6 boxwoods up here. Just trim them, give them a round shape, light trimming and shaping, and cleaning up of them. Then the mulch runs there. And then I'm gonna walk to the mailbox. I didn't look at the mailbox yet, but he said there's no mulch down here. Looks like there might be a little bit. Yeah, there's like a little bit, so I would clean this up too, just because it doesn't look that good if we leave it. So what I would say is, this kind of like ground cover. You could take a string trimmer and like edge out this around, just give it like a sharp type of manicured edge. And then any of these like tall grassy things that are poking up through, I would just take a string trimmer while you're edging it, just hit those real quick, and then weed out around and clean up a little bit, and then throw little like hand flops of mulch just right along here, along the border everywhere. You could even throw like a light sprinkle worth inside of here as well, just to keep any other like weedy stuff at bay. And then here you could put a little bit down, don't go crazy. It's on like a slant, so it's just gonna kind of fall into the driveway. He mows it himself, so if it still kind of looks like a mess here a little bit, just blow this area and clean it up for him. And then same type of concept, just take a string trimmer, kind of edge this out, weed it out. Maybe just string trim this too along the pavers for him, hook them up, just to make the whole thing look good, really. Sprinkle a little bit of mulch, and then he was saying with this, you can just trim this back. It's starting to get a little bit overgrown. You can see how far you can go back, basically, until it starts to turn brown. So just don't take it so much that it's brown. Probably after you trim this, it'll turn from like a yellowy to a green. As you go through the different layers. So just trim it up, use your judgment on shaping it, but just try to clean it up in some manner. There's like an old vine on here, so if you see any like weedy growth poking through, if you can pull that off, but just kind of edge the whole, or I'm sorry, trim and shape the whole thing up for him. There's a vine weed growing on there, maybe rip that out for him. And that's it.